In today's video, I'm going to be going over 3 attractive habits that men possess that make women more attracted to you. Naturally, may I add. And when I say naturally, it's not something that you are doing to get women. You are actually doing it for your life and the order of success that comes when a man puts himself as the main priority in his own life. Now, I say this and this is going to tie into number 1, which is a man who can take responsibility over his life. Yes, this is a habit. A lot of people fall into the pattern of victimhood, not taking responsibility for their choices, their actions, and even the things that come into their life, with or without choice. A man who can take full ownership of whatever it is that is in his corner. By doing that, he becomes powerful. Powerful in the state of mind, which matters. A person can access a lot of physical power in the outside world. However, mental power is something that is developed over time and that is not given to someone overnight. So, a man currently in his life who can take ownership, responsibility of where he is at, and that allows him to find motivation that is self fulfilling instead of motivation that comes from other men telling him what to do, other women telling him what to do. And I guess in today's video, I'm telling you guys what to do, but not necessarily, because guess what? You have decision over your life. You have responsibility whether you want to follow this advice or not. And that is okay. And I believe it is a skill that men need to start harnessing within their ability to actually become confident within their life itself. Responsibility and taking ownership of your state of mind matters. It matters more than anything. Because with that, it allows you to actually see clearly perhaps things in the outside world that go unnoticed. Because of perhaps you have developed a pattern of running away from certain things that need your attention. So, a man who can take responsibility, ownership, and create a level of dependency upon himself is attractive, and it matters because then it ties into my second habit, which is a man who has a purpose. Now, listen, you guys, I know that purpose is something that I feel like a lot of human beings struggle with today because we have a survival need that needs to be taken care of above all else. But what people get lost in is the trap of their survival mechanism, creating a level of unfulfillment due to the fact that they are intentionally putting upon their life anxiety, depression, feelings of anger, etc., that are not allowing them to actually transmute into purpose itself. Just because you have a 9 to 5 job that you have to clock into doesn't mean that that is your purpose. What sparks a light within you? What makes you feel purposeful every single day? And it doesn't have to be this huge thing. It could be as simple as I find purpose within being a great father and showing up every day for my children in a way that creates a level of healthy masculinity within their life. And the purpose that provides them is their ability to now discern healthy masculinity within their future life. That's a purpose that goes really unnoticed. But what comes with actually true purpose is actually a natural level of abundance. When you're living in purpose, when you're living in experiencing whatever it is that you're wanting to experience and not discounting your very own needs of life. What are your needs in life? Are you holding yourself back in a certain way that is creating a level of perhaps insufficiency within maybe your bank account, your relationships, your self image, etc.? And realizing that is going to create a level of purpose in your life to get yourself out of any circumstance you find yourself in that you are no longer wanting. This is very attractive to women because a man who has purpose and knows how to create purpose in his life and doesn't wait for purpose to be handed to him, that's a top-notch man. Because what his purpose entails to a woman is that he has had to push past a lot of uncomfortability to get himself there. I really do find purpose comes when we are able to face ourselves again and again and again until we actually can hear our truth clear as day. That actually happens when you can realize that you actually have something to offer. A lot of men right now don't feel like they have anything to offer because they're waiting for someone to give them the offering. You create the offering. And I don't care what it looks like in your life. But if you have a but if you think you are settling right now, you must make something out of it. Within the settling, I want you to be able to see where you are lying to yourself and creating purpose through whatever avenue it is, but starting it. Start living in purpose every single day. And it could be, like I said, the simple things that go unnoticed, like holding a door open for a woman, or, you know, purpose of speaking life into a friend when they're in need of it. Um, Purpose can be found within just the subtleties of life, but showing up in a purposeful way every single day and being ready for that is really attractive because women want a man who can lead, to lead his own life first, though. That is heavily attractive. A man who has created order in his life and through that order has brought forth within his own reality a level of abundance he can feel proud of, that he can offer to others. And I don't think that's necessarily a wrong thing. A lot of people don't believe in wealth, that they're deserving of it. So they live in scarcity out of a belief system. A man who can take control over his thoughts and discern whether they're truth or not truth. And a thought should not dictate how a man shows up in the world. And what ties perfectly as my third piece of advice is a man who can control his emotions, a man who has found power within his emotional states by not over identifying himself to a very thought that has produced a feeling within his body. Instead, he has accessed a level of awareness around himself where he is in control of everything he does. Everything he does is because he has chosen it. Now, a lot of men, women choose things unconsciously due to the fact that they have a belief system that will naturally answer the choice for them. What do I mean by this? Well, a man who has a belief system that women are trash, there are no good women anymore, is going to naturally attract women that actually allows him to see that belief system within himself that he is not ready to give up, to transmute, to rewrite. A man that can write his storyline out in a way that is actually self fulfilling rather than self defeating. Why would a woman want to be with a man that constantly self defeats himself instead of fighting the war ahead of him? The war that comes from him facing himself every single day. That is attractive. When a man is having a bad day, but doesn't allow that bad day to make or break him, doesn't allow that bad day for him to feel like it's okay to choose suffering. Suffering, the state of mind that allows him to go grab a bottle, smoke whatever he smokes, go and have unconscious sex to make himself feel better. That is a man that has zero control of his internal state. His mind is in control of him, and he is no longer in control of his mind. I hope what you guys are taking from this video is a woman wants a man who is sure of himself, even in the moments he doesn't feel like it, making it a pattern of self-belief that is actually self-fulfilling. Having a self-concept that allows him to push forward regardless of the emotions he faces on a day-to-day basis. Emotions are guidance. A man who is aware of his emotional guidance system that allows him to see clearly what he is participating in the realm of thought, and creating a life where his thoughts are no longer the master of him, but he is the master of his thoughts. Self mastery, I don't care if you're a man, a woman, etc. Self mastery is attractive because it means you've been able to take accountability over your life and create. You are the creator of your reality. A man who knows that and doesn't allow his circumstances to make him small, to make him less than, to make him stuck. A woman wants a warrior. A woman wants a man she can look up to. And with your constant contribution, not only to your life, but to the world, that creates a strong level of attraction to a woman because you have something to give. A lot of men get mad at women for wanting a man who can give her something. But out of that giving, then that allows her to actually receive what you are giving for her in return to give you and offering yourself. But you are not but if you are not giving anything on a day-to-day basis to yourself, first and foremost, through health, fitness, nutrition, state of mind, taking care of yourself and the role that you have in your own life, she will naturally have respect for you because you have no room for nonsense. And when there is no room for nonsense in your life, it naturally allows her to have a high level of respect for you and actually inspire her naturally to show up as the best version of herself because you are making it known that that is a standard of living you have. A man with a standard of living that he created and he does not fall back on. So, I really hope this video helped you today, inspired you. These are 3 attractive traits within men, habits. All of these are actually habits because it takes a level of consistency to develop them. So, I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that it's made you reflect on perhaps your choices you make every day and perhaps why you haven't given yourself a purpose you're deserving of. You are deserving of a life that inspires you. But first and foremost, you must take inspiration out of the life that has been gifted to you and creating something not only for the highest good of yourself, but for the people that matter the most to you. So I hope this video inspired you, helped you. If it did, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.